Welcome to the project demonstration of RF remote control live human being detection robots. So in this project we are detecting the live human beings with help of PIR sensor, that is a passive infrared sensor, so which can detect the human presence which emits passive rays from the live human being, and that will be received by this passive infrared sensor, and that are input to the microcontroller, and the directly output was input to the buzzer board. So whenever the motion detects in front of the sensor, then it will trigger the buzzer, and then buzzer will provide us the audible alert as indication of live thing was detected, whether it is a cat or a human being also will be detected based on the body size of the person or animal. The intensity of this passive rays will be defined. So if the cat is there, it has to be near to the sensor. If the human being is there, it can detect that person around 10 feet of distance also, it can detect that and provide us the audible alert. So here we have placed this sensor along the buzzer on this 4-wheel drive robot, and the robot movement will be controlled through the wireless remotes in 4 directions. So forward, backward, left, right, and the direction of this robot will be controlled through this L293D motor driver. So means input from this RF transmitter switches, and the switches are interfaced to this encoder IC, that is HT12E encoder IC, and the output of the encoder IC will be given to the RF transmitter. This red color chip is the transmitter. So whenever the data transmitted, that will be received by this red color chip, the receiver module, and the data will be given for this HT12D as a decoder IC, and the decoded data is input to the microcontroller. We are using PIC16F72 microcontroller. The input connections from this decoder IC to microcontroller is B0, B1, B2, B3 pins. So the 4 bits are transmitted from the switches to the encoder to the transmitter, and receiver to the decoder to the microcontroller. These 4 bits. So means 1 and 0 like that. So when all are 0, the robot will be stopped, and the controlling of this robot will be done L293D motor driver, and that was interfaced at the C0, C1, C2, C3 pins. So these are the main inputs and output connections of our project, and the whole system at the robot section is getting power supply from this 12 volt 1 amp rechargeable battery. So this battery pack consists of 3 4 volt 1 amp batteries. So we can see 3 batteries are in series, so we will get 12 volt 1 amp DC output. So in order to recharge the battery, the very first step is before demonstration is keep the battery under full charge. So for that purpose, just give the 230 volts input to this transformer. The transformer will step down the 230 volts AC to 12 volts of AC, and that will be converted into 12 volts DC with help of this regulated power supply board. So from there we are going to provide the input to this battery. So the battery will get fully charged in a duration of 6 hours minimum, 8 hours maximum. Till the duration we should keep the battery under full charge. So the very first step, as we discussed, keep the battery under full charge before demonstration, and after that, while demonstration, this is a main on off switch. Okay, when you on and off, when you on this, we can see one light is getting on and off on this motherboard, and the RF receiver module is showing the LED indication of it's receiving the data. So whenever the motion detects in front of this PIR sensor, it will provide the audible alert. So if I cover this sensor, it will trigger the buzzer till 20 seconds of duration. After 20 seconds also, if there is no motion, then automatically the buzzer will be getting off. Now there is no motion here, I cover the PIR sensor. So when the motion detects, it will take around of, again initially the very first time, it will take around of 5 to 10 seconds for heat up, and after that successfully heating, let's keep on detecting, and then after 20 seconds it will be off. Next time onwards it will in seconds only. We can cover the PIR sensor with any handkerchief or any box. So now when I make the motion in front of the sensor, then and there only it will provide us the audible alert. And coming to the robot controlling, so here the transmitter remote is provide power supply from this 9 volts battery. When we give the power supply to that, it is showing a power indication on this transmitter section. So the first button is the left, forward, right, reverse and right. So it's the left direction, it will be rotated, and it stops, and right stops, forward stop. So when all buttons are downwards, then there is no motion for the robot movement.